Expensive, inefficient, unattractive. These are just three of the common misconceptions about green homes. Today on Philippine Realty TV, we will bust all these myths by showing you a house you will surely love to live in. And it is top to bottom, inside and out, green. We welcome you to Nuvali's first green home. Please come in. This is a model green home that sits on Avida Settings in Nuvali. Avida Settings is one of the 8 residential developments in Ayala Land's 1,840-hectare eco-city development that stands the cities of Santa Rosa and Calamba, Laguna that actively advocate balance between a lifestyle of responsibility and sustainability. Alongside its commercial, recreational, and institutional developments, Nuvali offers a wide range of residential choices for everyone. The construction of the first model green home is part of Nuvali's staunch commitment to promote a responsible and sustainable lifestyle. The green home features a system that revolves around energy efficiency and the creative reuse and recycling of materials. Inside it are green features that are modern yet inexpensive and easily replicable in any home. Stepping into the model green home for the first time, one wouldn't immediately think anything's out of the ordinary. But linger just a bit longer and you'll begin to notice that there really is something different about this home. Inside, it's easier to breathe. The air is much cooler. The interior of the house bathed in natural light. Many false impressions circulate about living green, discouraging many people from giving it a try. Today, to take away all your doubts and clear 3 of the biggest myths, we have with us Ms. Luidaya Garcia, interior designer of Nuvali Green Model Home in Avida Settings, to take us around. Louie, let's go straight to myth number 1, that living green is expensive. What can you say about that?
Well, a lot of people think that green is expensive because they readily think about the green technologies that are available right now. But basically, when you say green design, it refers to a lot of aspects, like there's recycling, there's about sustainability. So it could be a low-end project, but it's still green. It could be middle class within the middle range level, and it's still green. And could be, it could be off the top and it's still green. Green design is about being energy efficient in your design. That's number 1. Number 2 is you use less materials. And then another thing is you promote good indoor air quality.
Okay. So hence, like the place where we're at right now, there are a lot of windows.
Yes.
So the air passage is just all over the house.
Right. We want to promote thermal comfort in the house.
Okay.
So you can see the wind flows in and out of the house. All the collected VOCs, or volatile organic compounds, these are present in materials that we have inside, like the paint or fabrics or whatever, adhesives. So you get to flush them out. So other than thermal comfort, you get fresh air intake. So it's healthier.
When hearing about green building and living, people's usual reaction is, I can't afford this. Well, Nuvali's model green home in Avida says, yes, you can. Myth number 2.
Okay.
Being energy efficient. What can you
right.
say about being energy efficient when it comes to living in a home like this?
We're in a tropical country, right?
Yes.
So before the heat comes inside the house, you have to make sure that you control the heat. So how do you do that? So for instance, for this wall, we constructed a double wall system wherein the hot air that's supposed to penetrate in your wall is flushed out by the inner cavity. So before your house gets hot, the hot air is flushed out already.
It's very interesting to hear about the double wall system. At the same time, I'm thinking, does it use more materials? It must use more materials to create 2 walls as opposed to just creating 1.
Yes, that's true. So you have to have a balance. Okay, our goal here is to make the interiors cooler. So by adding this wall, it may be more expensive because you use more materials, but then in the end, you're going to use less energy or less electricity because you don't need your air conditioners. You don't need as much ceiling fans or electric fans, because it's cooler already.
If those features are not energy efficient, then I don't know how else to call it. third myth.
Yes.
A green home is unattractive. Why do you think they say that it's unattractive when, you know, we have beautiful materials that are readily available here in the country?
In the past, about a decade ago, more than 10 years ago, the green building movement started with experimenting on rubbish. They want to recycle everything, so to speak. So in doing that, they got materials that they apply just about anywhere to showcase that they're recycling and reusing those materials. And it turned out ugly. You know, so for years it was that way, but now we have technologies. For instance, if you want to use shells, you might want to pulverize them, or, you know, there's so many things. You just have to be very creative in designing green and building green. So you have to think of ways on how to. It's like reinventing a material, you know, so to give it another purpose, to extend its life.
Nuvali's model house is proof that a green home can still have the look of a stylish modern house even on the inside. Green homes can be just as trendy, just as beautiful as any conventional home. They say a green home cannot be beautiful. Well, I guess we know the answer to that is not true at all. Nuvali's green home here within Avida settings is living proof that with the right framework and design sensibilities that work with nature, a green and sustainable home is easier to achieve than you think.